Hello, today I'm going to do a video with Affinity Designer and the Epson 8550 for Windows. So we're going to, we're going to start with File, New, and these under Print are the presets. You will see various presets. I'm going to do Letter, and I'm going to do it in Landscape. You can do either one. Let me do Landscape. You're always going to keep your color format at RGB/8, and your color profile is sRGB IEC 61966-2.1. You can choose transparent background, which is what I always choose. If you want to click it, you will have a white background. I'm going to keep it at transparent. There's nothing else we do. You just have to remember this is the color you're creating with. So we're always going to keep that as RGB8 and the sRGB. Then we're going to create our artboard. You're going to hit Create. Here's your artboard. Now we're going to get a graphic, and we're going to go to File and Place, and I'm going to choose this one. So we're going to go like this. You can make it any size you want. Okay. So you could also bring in another if you want. If you want to do placement of two, so you're just going to go to File, Place, and pick something else. Let's do this. It's in white. Again, you can play around with it, add as much as you want, resize it. I don't think I can even see the colors on this, but that's okay. So we are just going to hit Delete. For that, I'm going to make this big. I've already printed this. Really came out nice. I printed on 3 different types of papers. The Epson, A-Sub, and text print, which came out the best. The A-Sub had a little too much orange in it. The Epson was fine, but the text print light for the Epson printers really comes out really, really nice. Alright, now that we've got this all set up, we're going to go to File, and we're going to go to Print. Alright, now we're going to change the printer to the 8550. First thing you want to do is go to your printer properties. So we're going to go here. Your paper source, you can pick whichever your cassette is, wherever the paper is. My document size is 8.5 by 11. If you want to make it bigger, go to User Defined, and you can make it bigger. You can go, let's see, 13. I'm just showing you. I have to click User Defined. 17. I don't know why that's not changing. Well, you can change it here, but I'm going to cancel that because I don't want to. It's already seeing my 8.5 by 11. So let's just keep it that way. So I've got it as Landscape. For your paper, if you're going to use the A-Sub or the Epson or the text print, you're going to use Presentation Paper Matte color, and you're going to keep it at high. I do a print preview because I like to see if there's any mistakes so I can hit cancel right away if I forget something. Next is more options. Again, keep all this the same. And never choose automatic because we're using Affinity. You're going to use advanced, no color adjustment. Why? Because we're using another program to adjust the color, and that's what Affinity is for. It uses your ICC, your profiles. I have mirror image. Do not use any of these two. This will give you binding little lines. All right. So now we're done with that. Now layout is the size of your paper size. And as you see here, it fills up the screen. Rasterization, always 300 dpi. Bleed marks, I do nothing with that. And here's another one, your color management. So remember when we created a document, we had this profile. So your document profile is always going to be this. Your color handling, here's your options. Do not choose perform by printer. We're going to use the Affinity to perform the colors. Printer profile, they have a lot of profiles, the 8550, and you're going to do matte. Keep it at rendering intent as relative color metric. There's also perceptual, but that's more for photographs. We are doing vector, so you want to keep it at that. Everything else is the same. Make sure sometimes you go back to your printer properties, presentation paper matte. You see everything's okay. You can do a setup for that too. No color management, we're okay there. Mirror image, okay. And then you're going to press OK, and that will give you the print. And that should do it for that. So I'm going to hit cancel because I've printed this 5 times. Another thing you might want to know is the coloring. If you want to change your colors, make it darker, your saturation, you're going to go to Layer, New Layer, Adjustment, and you'll see all these different things. You can do brightness and contrast, make it brighter. I'm sure you don't want that. Or you can put more contrast in it, and then just hit merge. I'm not going to use it, so I'm going to hit delete. Back again to layer, new adjustment layer. That was the brightness. You've got the shadows and highlights. And you can see up on top here where you're going to get more shadows or highlights. Dim the highlight. Now you've got nothing. Okay. I'm going to hit delete so I don't save it. If you want to save it, you're going to hit merge. I'm going to delete it so it's back to normal. But again, these are all the adjustments you can make just like in Photoshop. Here's your vibrance and your saturation. So you can see how vibrant that is. So if you want to kick it up a bit, that's what you can do. That's if you want to make it really, really colorful. All right, I'm going to hit delete. And again, you're going to go to File, Print, and that should do it. Thank you.